What is going on? Radar Force. Got my t-shirt on today. Gotta support it. Anyways, what's going on, guys? Today I have a massive collection update video, and I think it's been like 3 years since I've actually sat down and done a collection update video. Some of you guys knew this was coming. Some of you probably do not know. But there's been a lot of things that I have been told and or I have found out about. Mostly I've been told someone that's like, hey, you're missing this. Hey, you're missing this. Or and I've sometimes stumbled across something like, oh man, this actually exists. Or I forgot it existed, and then I tried to, of course, get it again from like a decade ago. My fault on that one in particular. But there's about 45 items I want to show you guys that I've gathered. There's still about 25 items I will not disclose yet because I haven't quite finished those sets. So bear in mind, there's probably a total of like 65 items that in total that I'll be adding to my collection when I get them. But today I want to show you, I cannot wait any longer, so today I'm going to show you about 45 items. Some not so crazy, some super crazy, some doesn't really tie in the Dragon Ball, but this is where I'm making an announcement here. So I'm going to make an announcement regarding my collection. I think I'm going to actually quit collecting Dragon Ball, at least modern releases. Once I get caught up, I think I'm going to stop like pre-ordering the stupid bullcrap that Crunchyroll keeps releasing. I don't care to get any re-releases. So I'm trying to make a point in when do I quit, right? And I believe since the passing of Akira Toriyama, it's kind of given me a good stopping point. So after Daima, after Super finishes, I might finish Super just because I've already started it. But after Daima comes out, the latest game, what was it? Sparking Zero. I still need to get that one. I will collect that one since Akira Toriyama was still alive when that came out. But I'll probably stop collecting future releases unless they're like heavy milestones or like worthwhile. We'll see. I probably still get them. We'll see. I still got some shelf space over here, so I'll see. But more than likely, this is going to be my exiting route. So I'm kind of changing my collection around and calling it the North American Akira Toriyama collection. And that means I had to get other Akira Toriyama mangas and DVDs and such. Now I'm not going to be going in as strict on those as I am for Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball GT, any of that crap. So I'm just getting like all the non-work that I know of. I'm sure there's some like misprints in there, some obscure things I'm sure you guys will tell me about. But those will be the first items I'm going to show you, and I am adding those to the collection list because why not? Feel free to not get them if you don't want to, but they will be going in my collection. Like I said, I'm changing my collection from Dragon Ball to the North American Akira Toriyama collection. So I think it's time. Collecting can be very bad, and there's almost no point to get these re-releases that Crunchyroll keeps throwing out. And like I said, I'll probably keep going for a little bit just for like a glimmer of hope. But after Daima, if nothing changes and that comes out, if it even comes out on the home media, then we'll see, right? Anyways, let's get right into the new items that I've discovered. The 45 that I'm going to show you guys today, anyways. Okay, so the first items on our list are, of course, going to be the Akira Toriyama different mangas and novels that he wrote outside of Dragon Ball. And I'm just going to show this. I know I've showed it on the channel before, but I want to show this just so I don't forget it. The Yamcha manga, The Time I Got Reincarnated as Yamcha. No, that's not wrote by Akira Toriyama, but anyway, just to cover all my tracks. I'm not sure if I ever announced that to the public. I know I made a video on it, I think. Next on the list, of course, and I think I've showed this as well, is Jocko. Nothing crazy. I'm starting out with the lame stuff. No offense, Jocko. And then going to go to the super rare, obscure things that I have acquired. So Jocko. And I'll be showing some like better qualities while I'm talking. Closer ups of these items. Next, of course, we have the entire Dr. Slump manga, which is down here. Of course, Dr. Slump 1 through 18. And I'll show you the manga on screen now. No need to me to point all these down and show you, but all the way to volume 18, and I think Dr. Slump is pretty hard to get now, or not hard to get, but rare because they haven't printed them again in a while. So yeah. So the Dr. Slump manga, and there is one DVD to Dr. Slump. It's the movies 1 through 5. Yeah, so the movies 1 through 5, and you'll see on screen now a better quality. But yeah, so that ends Dr. Slump media wise. Next we have Sandland, written by Akira Toriyama. This one's fairly easy to get. It's a more modern print here, but you can get older prints. I think this came out like 2006, 8, I don't know, something like that. But they've reprinted this one a lot. Not rare to get. Next we have Kawa, Akira Toriyama, Kawa. This one is actually about an $80 manga to get. Now you gotta look out for fakes online. There's a lot of people faking these. I got me a pretty decent condition one, Kawa, and you'll probably see them on screen now. It's apparently a good book. Good manga. I haven't read it yet. And last but not least, on the Akira Toriyama outside of Dragon Ball media is Akira Toriyama's Manga Theater hardcover book, hardback book, whatever you want to call it. And you'll see stuff on the screen now. But yeah, I think this just shows a lot of his works that he released outside of the United States, because there's a lot more that he did not release, that never got a release in North America, that did get, obviously, releases in Japan. So, and I'm sure someone's going to tell me, like, hey, you forgot this release of Akira Toriyama's work that's not Dragon Ball related. I'm not trying to go in too deep, like, getting all the releases, unless it's, like, something, like, major, you know? I just want to get at least all of his, like, mangas and books that he's released over here. But yeah, like I said, if there's something like obscure, like a misprint or something, I'm not going to hunt those down for that type of thing here. But it'd be a case-by-case scenario if I do decide to collect those. All right, now, I've already disclosed these this week on the channel. I've had these for about 6-7 months now. I do consider these pretty daggone rare compared to the other stuff I'm going to show you. But I'll put them on this list now since some of you guys have already seen them and known of them for a while. And that is the Spanish Saga de Vegeta, with the Holy Grail in the back, with the final volume, never released in English, but released in Spanish in North America. Or, I say North America, I don't count Mexican releases, or Mexico releases, I should say. But these are actually released in the States by Funimation. So yeah, Spanish DVDs, released in the United States. And there are 10 volumes of the Spanish DVDs, but I made a product review. You can go watch that. I posted it it's like the last video I posted. You can check that out. Very unique sets and very freaking hard to find. All right, the next thing on our list, and some of you may know this one too. I think I've talked about it in the Discord. By the way, if you're not in the Discord, you should totally join the Discord. We have a nice community in there. Very sick people. Not in a bad way. Very cool people, let me say that. And it's awesome, so click the link now. And this is the Dragon Ball Z Kraft Macaroni DVD. This is complete in box, or complete in envelope here. And I'll be throwing some footage on screen now. Now this is released in Canada, so Canadian exclusive here. But yeah, like I said, I do count Canada and the United States. I do not count Mexico, even though I say North American. And now it's the Akira Toriyama North American Collection. But yes, we have the Kraft Macaroni DVD. Pretty hard to find, although they've a lot of recently popped up on eBay, like in the past 6 months. So it's like, it took me forever to get one, and now they just pop up like crazy. So go look if you can get it. It's pretty sick. All right, and now for you VHS fanatics, as I am, of Dragon Ball Z VHS, we have 4 releases here. Starting with these 2. Now, these I call the embossed tapes. It is volume 2 and 3 of the Saiyan Saga. We have the Saiyans and Snake Way, I believe, but it's covered up. Yeah, Snake Way at the bottom. It's covered up. I do have mine sealed, which is nice. Now, when I say embossed, and I'll show you on screen. There is a little, the character and the logo DBZ is embossed. It's raised, like it has a bump. So it's like, I know these are weird. And also at the bottom, it has a little coupon here. Not a coupon, but something like a verification thing. Proof of purchase thing. There you go. On each copy. And now that's only for 2 volumes. Only for these 2 volumes. Volume 2 and 3. And now this one has a thing at the bottom, but as you can see, proof of purchase down there. And I do have a used one. I'm not going to bring it out because it's probably playing on screen right now, and you can see it. But yeah, the characters and the logo on the front are embossed. And on this side, the logo and the Dragon Ball is also embossed. Just a little bit. Now, it's hard to see on camera, but you'll see on the video, the high quality video that I'm showing you right now probably, while I'm talking over you. Now, the next VHS items we have are misprints. Nothing crazy. I'm slowly building up the craze. Right? So, the Path to Power Dragon Ball movie. I wish I would have known about these when I filmed my Dragon Ball history video. Fortunately, I can't. So when I do the DBZ video, I will just do a side note about these. Anyway, we have the Path to Power uncut and edited misprint here. Here's the edited. Now you're probably asking yourself, what's the difference? And I will show you on screen. This text doesn't have a gold outer glow to it. Neither does it on the side, right? And this is the edited version. And the uncut has the same issue there. See, it's uncut, but doesn't have the outer glow like the correct prints, even on the spine. And I'm showing you video on the screen, so you'll see it. Odd release. These are not too hard to get. And I don't count misprints towards a complete collection, but I do have an optional list now. So misprints and unreleased things go on the optional list. So that's it for VHS. And I know I'm going fast, but I will be showing these on screen in more detail, so you'll know what they kind of look like. All right, now this one is really cool to me, and I'm a big fan of Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. Right? I have the regular game, the Black Label game. I have the Greatest Hits version, and I have the Limited Collector's Edition version, and all that good stuff. But here we have the pre-order. Well, I don't know if it's pre-order, but I just dropped it. I don't know if this is considered a pre-order. I imagine it's a pre-order bonus, but it is a pre-sale only game not included. Now, this is pretty daggone cool because I love Budokai 3. This comes with, and the reason I said this counts towards the collection is because it comes with this manga that I knew existed, but I didn't know where it went in. It comes with a little foil manga booklet for Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z things, and this is just really neat. It's tiny. It's really tiny compared to like a manga volume. See, it's about like half the size, and then it comes with like an exclusive trading card for the TCG. But I love me some Budokai 3, and this was like a must-have when I found out about this. Very sick. But I knew about the manga for a while. I've actually bought the manga like individually, and then I finally stumbled across this one of my good friends told me about this set and told me where that manga went. So I needed to get like the complete in-box experience. So it's very neat indeed. Okay, I'm backtracking a little bit because I forgot 2 things. So this is pretty obvious, and I think a lot of you guys already know about this, but pretty lame is the Dragon Ball Evolution soundtrack CD. So I didn't know this existed. I bought it. It's really cheap. Nothing rare. It just slipped past me. I didn't know this existed. So yeah, another Evolution thing that we got to collect. Great. Now, like I said, I'm a huge fan of Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. There exists an iGuide official interactive game guide for Budokai 3 DVD, right? This is very sick. And yeah, you'll be seeing photos online. It comes with the insert and the disc. Very sick. Must have. I'm a Budokai 3 fan. DVD. Budokai 3. Cannot beat it. Highly recommend getting this. It's actually harder than you think to find in good condition and with the manual. Very hard to find. Now, we're getting to the end here. I think 6 more items left. I think 6 more items left. Now, not really rare, but expensive. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot. You can probably go buy this right now. And I already have it framed. I'm not going to take it out of the frame. It is the sneak preview, special sneak preview of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z comic. Now, Dragon Ball Z is on the back. I just prefer to display the Dragon Ball. It looks better. So, and you'll be seeing images on screen of this right now, but very sick piece. Had to have it. I love comics. As you know, I have all the comics. And I did not know this existed, so get yourself one if you got it. Alright, now to the final 5 items, and these 5 items go to a set. And, as you can see on screen, I've been somewhat hiding them. If you had a keen eye, you'd see them. They're right in the corner of the screen here with a little bit showing. A little bit showing right there. That is the holy grail of this. The reason why I wanted to make this video is because these are so rare that I wanted to show you guys. So let's take a look at them. So here we have the holy grails. These are the Dragon Ball manga display boxes. Box 1 and box 2 for Dragon Ball. Box 1, 2, and 3 for Dragon Ball Z. I knew about these existence when I started collecting, and when I started collecting the 2008 manga boxes, as you see right there, they were actually out of print. There was no reprint because it wasn't 2018. I started collecting in like 2013, 2014. So the original manga boxes from 2008 were already expensive. Like, you're spending $180 a pop for a decent condition one. Like $250 if you want like mint. And I saw these pop up in a lot, and I was like, oh, those are so awesome. But they were selling for like $400 at that time. I was like, nah, I'll just get the box set. Because I wasn't as crazy about collecting as I am now. I was more casual. I just wanted a simple, complete set of everything. Like, of the most sought after sets. And when I passed on these because it was a bid, it was an auction. And they went in like 300, 400, something like that. And I was like, they look so cool. But I passed on them because I didn't want to spend the money. Now, I can't remember if it had all of them or just these 4 boxes, because I was only aware of these 4. I didn't know that last one existed till last week. And so I was actually shocked. And I didn't even know what the artwork on these looked like for years. Like, I knew the colors were blue and red, but it's been like over a decade since I saw these. So like, my memory was kind of like, am I right about this? Am I wrong about this? So I really did not know that last one existed. Now, you can find advertisements in mangas that show you these exist, but I didn't have any volume that showed any advertisements for that 3rd box there for DBZ. So I was really shocked when I did some researching last week, just because I was like, I really want to get these sets done and out the way. And sure enough, somebody posted a box set of the last 2 for DBZ that I was missing. I had these 3 for a long time. I was missing the last 2 for DBZ, probably because they're more sought after. And sure enough, I was able to. And this guy's amazing, very amazing guy. He was actually willing to sell me these 2 sets. Great guy. I'm not gonna tell you his information, but very great guy. If he's watching this, I'm beyond thankful that he decided to sell me these, because there's no telling how much longer I'd have been hunting these down just to complete the set. And my goodness, do they look beautiful. Now, I will show you some footage on screen of what all the box art looks like and all that good stuff. And right after this video, I'm going to be posting the product review of these, so you get a very in-depth video of all the details with these. But my God, these are holy grails. And my God, they are rare. And my dumb self passed up on them in like 2013, 2014 for like $300-400. And now I can't remember if that lot had all 5 of them or just 4. I at least had 4. Cannot remember if it had the last DBZ. But it was definitely, I think, missing 1 box. But I knew about the existence. I was just an idiot. I just started collecting. I did not know I was gonna be the guy to go for every Dragon Ball item in North America. That was before them days of me going crazy and getting addicted to collecting, which I do not recommend doing. But we're so close. We're about 5-6 items away, and there's about 25 items that I haven't showed you guys that I'm going to keep secret until I do gather those. I will briefly describe these. Like I said, I do have a product review coming up soon. But I will tell you the major flaw, and the only flaw with this set, is Dragon Ball Z, the last box. They miscalculated, and it only holds 17 through 25. It's 9 volumes, right? It's supposed to be a 10-volume set. It does hold 10 regular size volumes, but since volume 25 and 26 are almost a volume and a half width together, it only can fit 9. It does not fit volume 26. So it's not a complete set. Like, it contains 1 through 16 of Dragon Ball and 1 through 25 of Dragon Ball Z, even though it's displayed right there 1 through 26. That is the biggest design flaw with these sets, and that's just because these are produced as like starter sets. You buy the first 3 mangas, you'd send in the validation coupon, they'd send you a display box, and then you'd keep buying the manga until you fill the box up. So I guess they did not know, or they were just too stupid to check the Japanese mangas to see what the thickness was for the last 2 volumes and just assumed they were going to be standard size mangas. And it didn't fit the 10th manga. Like I said, it does fit 10 regular size mangas, but does not fit the irregular size for the last 2 of Dragon Ball Z, which is kind of upsetting. And one last key thing to point out about this set, most of these boxes will contain the first printing of each of the mangas. It doesn't mean it's 100% proof that they're going to be first printing, but you'll at least be within the 1st to 5th print, no doubt. If you end up finding one of these boxes online, they'll be 1st through 5th print, no doubt. I have all of the first edition Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z mangas except for like 5 issues. I got like 4 issues in here, and I still need to buy me a volume 26 first print, just so I have the entire series first print. That's just something I want to do. Don't have to do it for a complete collection, but these boxes are absolutely amazing. It costs $4.50 along with your validation coupons and your entry form, and you send them to Viz, and they'd send you your display box. Well, that's basically it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed this collection update video. I know it's probably a long video, but yeah, I've been itching really bad to show you guys what I've been doing in the process. This has probably been a 1.5 year like endeavor for me, trying to like get all these other new things that I haven't disclosed with you guys, and there's still like 25 items I can't show you guys yet. So there will be another update video, hopefully our last update video, because my god, I'm tired of collecting. And yeah, future releases, I may or may not collect it after Daima releases. Whenever Daima releases an English dub, if it releases, that's when I'm stopping. And I might finish Super, but hopefully, I'm tired of collecting this too much garbage that they've been re-releasing. I'm tired of spending money on bullcrap, Crunchyroll. Listen, take notes, release good stuff. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this collection update video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you think of the new items. Peace out. Bye. Rare to Force out.